Well, I'll say the rounds and then you can do it. Okay, all right. Cool. Right, guys. Let's get started. So, my name's Matthew. Black belt. Gonna go over Twister. Let you break each other in half, all that kind of shit. First thing we're gonna do though is we're gonna play a warm-up game, and this is my favourite warm-up game. All right. It's called Tag Out. Okay. The way this works. Actually, go down. You can join in, so can you, Icky. So the way this works is two people are going to be in. Their job is to get a tap, all right? At any point, any of the two people watching can tag one out to attack the other person, okay? Which means if I'm here like this, about to choke the shit out of Carl, don't know your name, but you can come here, you can say call out, and then you can jump on me and try and choke me out. Go on then. You've got to say call out, and then you've got to jump on me, yeah? And then go from there. So if Ian then comes on top, and then we start fucking around, then someone else can say the same thing. So they can say Matthew or person out. You got to say the person and they're out. Person out. Fuck you, Mickey. Yeah. The point of this is you need to get a tap. All right. So whoever gets the tap wins. If you win, you stay in. Someone else joins in. Okay. If someone says Icky out and then you go out, you can immediately join in and attack whoever's left. Okay? You don't have to wait. If someone's there getting close to a submission, don't obviously let them get the submission. Yeah? Tell them to get out or attack the other person. Okay? Does everyone understand? Right? Do we understand? Yeah? Cool. So, one of the key things with this game though is you need to know everyone's name. So make sure you ask if you don't. Otherwise you're like, you. Okay? So, break into groups of 4. If there's a 3 left or whatever, that's fine. Get into groups of 4. I'll join with you two. So, decide who the first 2 people in. So decide who the first 2 people in.
Like a light
starts in tap, or 2 other people can jump in. Are you ready? Go! Come on. Oh, straight in. Come on, then. I am just come on. Oh shit. Check out. This is the best way to do it. So happy. I don't want him to tap with that one there. Do you know? Come on. You know what means that. All right.
likes it. Check out. Hang on now.
I'm under control there.
Come on. Come on.
Time. So I want you to join in with a different set of people. Another quad. Quad end of set 4. Should be even numbers now. Once you've got your 4, learn the names if you don't know them. Get some space. Take it again. Ready to go?
So you two are rolling, and then the little shows, we are now, he's going to jump on you guys.
Now I'll let tap you in it. If you call them out straight away.
Okay, go.
Stand like that,
Oh, that. We are now.
Can't you immediately set it again?
You got to call them to get out of it. Just don't let them get tapped. You find them out. Whatever you want, you jump out.
The concept.
Time. Right, we all warm? Fucked? Yeah. Cool. So let's do some twisters. Right, Carl, I'll use you. Go ahead. So, does everyone know what a twister is? Does anyone not know what a twister is? I'll do. Perfect. So a twister is a spine lock. All right. The goal is to control opposite ends and then turn until either hip pops, shoulder pops, or the spine pops. Yeah. When it comes to this sort of technique, the oblique will tear before the back snaps. Okay. So bear that in mind whenever you're doing this to someone, or it's being done to you, is you'll feel it here or here first, unless you've got really flexible obliques. All right. So a twister, basically I'm going to grapevine the leg, get to the back, get to the head, push my hips in. All right. Carl is intimate with this one because I did it to him yesterday a few times in practice. Okay. What we're going to work on is the 4 fights of a twister. So you got to fight for the leg, fight for the hip, fight for the hand, and fight for the head. All right, that's the skills that we're going to build on. Okay, the hardest fights are the leg and the hand. Okay, if you're going to lose this, it's because either you lose control of the leg, or you lose or can't get control of the hand. Okay, or the arm. All right, so that's what we're going to be focused on mainly. All right, first game we're going to do. It's a bit rapey, but you'll love it, I trust you. All right, you're going to start with your hands around your partner's waist at the back. Okay, the goal is to get one hook in, so it's poking out the side. Okay, so it's behind the back of the knee, and control the ankle. Okay, that's it. So you get to here, you reset. Okay. Bottom's goal is to not escape, but stop you from doing it. All right? Because you're all, or I presume most of you MMA guys, getting out of this position should be relatively effortless. So the goal isn't to escape. The goal is just to stop your partner from getting the hook in. Okay? If you're on top, I want you to try and move your partner around to open them up. All right? So I'm trying to open them up. Let's get the leg in to grab the foot. Okay? If you choose to fall over, that's okay, but you still need to reset back to position. Okay? You're going to do this for at 5 minutes. You're going to get a new partner. You're going to do 2.5 minutes each. Okay? So the same person's on 2.5 minutes, then you swap over. At 5 minutes, you'll get a new partner. 2.5 minutes, the same person, then you swap over another 2.5 minutes. Okay? If you get to that win position, reset. All right? Bottom's continuous, top has a win goal. Everyone understand? Any questions? Dreams, desires? No? Cool. Get a partner, get some space. Where's Sam? Sam, can you set 2.5 minutes on your phone for me?
Yep, time is on.
Go! So, hands around his waist. You're going to get that foot all the way through there. So your foot is on the outside. All the way. Keep going. And then you're going to control this leg. That's like that, yeah. Both hands on. Yeah, that's you one.
And then?
Yeah, and if you want to fall back, fall back. If not, just reset, try and do it again.
You know what's about to happen.
1 minute gone.
Anywhere. Why? I just popped into it, sir. Please, so bring the knee inside. No, why you still letting your feet rise? Oh wait, next. Take one now. Take one more.
Alright, time, that's 2.5 minutes.
So, stop over, same goal. Other person now doing it. Don't worry about that.
Mike, how do you call that position? The wing position? Wing. Winning.
Yeah, all the way in. Yeah. If you go bottom, that's
Is that under? Yeah.
Oh, we're just trying to maintain it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestled up from butterfly guard, shot a double leg because I went to like run the
You're not getting your foot in.
slipped out on the mat.
It's hard when you get a hook.
Exactly. That's all from.
Yeah. No, I'll let you at all, innit?
No.
Hi guys.
What's your name?
So, a detail. Because I've seen what just because of the other night, which is perfectly fine. So, the way I want you to think about this, and this is applicable for if he's flat on his back as well. If I want to attack his arm through his head, I have to be where the shoulders are. Alright? So I have to control the shoulders. If the shoulders get away, I'm not going to be able to do anything. If I want to attack his legs, I have to be where his hips are. Because I need to be able to clear his hips, so his hips can't get away. If his hips can't get away, then it means I can break his leg, and ankle, and fall. Alright? Same thing applies here. If I'm going for a headlock, right, unless I've skipped a few steps and I've already got the arm control, I'm not going to be able to thread that leg in and maintain control. Right? So when we're doing this, I want to focus on being on the hips. Okay, so focus being here. Right? This is where I want it to be. Focus being at the hips. As we do a few more games, we'll progress to the point where you're controlling from here, and then you're shooting through to collective probabilities and all that kind of shit. Well, until then, though, focus on being at the hips. So make this considerably easy. Alright? You're always able to transition to the hips, it's a very easy entry to get once you've got some practice. Okay? Ignore the shoulders, stay on the hips. Cool? Get a new partner, same thing again. This time I want you to pull them onto your back. So once you've got your hooks in, I want you to get onto your back, hold in the legs. Okay? Your partner, go! Okay. Now.
Just pull into your legs.
We all check always does it.
Yeah.
That's third hook. Come to an MMA and make fun of you.
That's it.
Nothing better than being punched in the
That is
face.
hard, that car.
It's great stuff.
That's what she said. That's tight, that bro.
Again. That's what he said.
I'm leaving that. No, what's wrong?
What's that? When you make this side, alright?
Yeah.
You let me do that, Clark. So you weren't following. Hi guys, it's on one. Hello guys, let's go mate.
So, how did everyone do with that? Did everyone manage to get the leg in once at least? Yeah? Did everyone manage to get them to the back on the second try we did? Yeah, did anyone not manage to do it? No? It's okay? It's fine. So, next game, we're going to do a bit of leg wrestling. Depends what leg you mean though, I guess. So, we're going to leg wrestle. You'll put your leg up. No, that's not leg wrestling, Carl. For fuck's sake. You're going to go on the inside to this position, okay? Do not do it like this. Yeah? We always want to be on the inside. Inside position's king, okay? This is outside. We want to be inside, okay? The goal is to get your partner onto your hip and to control their hip. Okay, this is it. All right. If you want to control the leg, by all means control the leg. You're not limited. You can do it. But you start from this position. Okay. One thing I want to say, which is very important, if you control the hip, grab my hip, Carl. Yeah? Grab it. That's not grabbing my hip. There we go. If you control the hip, it's harder for your partner to get round to yours. Okay? So, when you're doing this, think, control the hip, try and control the hip. Okay? And then you can get to this position. Alright? The key as well is I need to be behind the knee. Yeah, the 4 H's. Hugh, which is a way of saying behind the knee, and I just really wanted this to be 4 H's. Okay, so behind the knee, Hugh, hip, hand, head. Okay? You have to have those. So I have to have behind the knee, and I have to have the hip. If I don't have the hip, I can't get to the hand. If I can't get to the hand, I can't get to the head. Alright? So you're going to start in this position. Here. The goal. What's the goal? To get to the hip. Okay? I want to get him on me so I can see his hip. Okay? So I'm on it. Alright? Does that make sense to everyone? Okay? If you cannot get to it, chances are it's because they've got control and you're not using the leg. Okay? Try different ways of controlling your leg, grapevining, but you have to get to the hip. Alright? Perfect opportunity to break your arm. Just fuck you. Alright?
When's the reset?
No reset, continuous. Okay? When you get to that hip, stay there for as long as possible. Alright? This is going to be 10 minutes again, but it's going to be 5 minutes with the partner that you've got. Okay? If at some point you've had it for 5 minutes or 3 minutes, okay, reset, that's up to you. But the goal is to hold it for as long as possible. Alright? That's the goal. Okay? Same as before, you're going to stop at 5 minutes, new partner, and then do it again. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah? Cool. Okay, partner. Go!
Just get me in a position to sweep me straight away. That's so right. Yeah. Keep doing it. It's not got now, really.
It's about 20 years.
I know. This is not like. Little reversal.
Cramp.
What we're doing? 2 minutes left. That's all. This is it. So I'm getting to
Break it.
Right, that's cheating.
pressure on your knee now.
What do you want, like, shoulder? You want?
Time, guys.
Straight into it, don't wait. Brilliant, go to the top. Tom,
Let's go.
don't lose it. Straight to it.
Not like I can escape from it.
Nice.
Keep it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Trying to skip from it, you know, instead of trying to do stuff. Oh.
Just practice. It will. He's doing it recently. He wins every fucking time.
Just in that scrambles, they're into clear positions.
There's another 50-50 position.
I feel like my back's worn.
So, did everyone manage to get to the hip? At least once. Did everyone manage to recover if someone else was at their hip? Yeah? Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'll roll us into it. So, when you're in this position, and you've got to the hip, okay? This, if you were to put a name to it, is called the truck. Alright? From here, you've got loads of different things. You've obviously got calf crush, atomic calf crush. You've got banana split, if they straighten it, crotch ripper. Yeah. If you're flexible enough, you've got some leg lock entries as well. Always pretty, alright? Or you can always abandon, go to the back, or use this position to get to the truck itself, alright? So the next hand, or the next battle, shall I say, after the hip, is the hand and head, okay? Whenever I'm doing a twister, this here is where I will spend 90% of my time, because this is the bit that is the hardest, all right? It's getting this hand, okay? And when I say getting the hand, I mean getting the hand under your head, all right? So I'm led on it, yeah? Once I've done this, it gives me access to pull on his head, or I can pull on his arm. Yeah, all I'm trying to do is get a connection point to then push my hips in, all right? But getting yourself on this arm is the next battle that we're going to do, all right? So, you're going to get to this position, all right? The goal, if you're on bottom, is to get the hand and put the hand under your back. That's it, all right? The goal, if you are in top position, is to roll into turtle, roll, and get into a position where I cannot get back to the truck. Okay? As an example, if we are in here and he starts to roll, if I can maintain my control, I can say, fuck you, Carl. We're going back to it. All right? So if you can get back to it, then carry on. Yeah? If, though, for example, we're here and he starts to clear his legs and then he rolls and I can't get back to it, we reset back to the position. Okay? You can get to the position however you want. Yeah, I would recommend getting practice in doing it from the turtle. That's what we did first. I wonder why. Okay? So the goal here, control the hip, all right? Whatever you want. You can control with the arm, start there if you want. It's up to you. The goal though is to get this behind your back. Okay? Every time you reset, try and start from a different control position. All right? Sometimes you'll do a roll or you'll sit back into immediately have the hand dangling so you can immediately grab it and pull over. Sometimes they'll be hiding it across them so they'll need to dig for it. All right? Any questions? No?
How long are we looking at for before we reset?
If you get there and your partner can't get out. Yeah? So if you're there and they're like, do it, and it's been like 3 seconds and they can't do it, then reset. Okay? So I'll just stare at them for 5 minutes. Yeah? Cool. So, new partner, someone different. Same as the first set of rounds we did. You're going to change it 5 minutes. The first 2.5 minutes going to be the same person. Okay? And then at 2.5 minutes, you're going to flip-flop. Okay? Sick. Partner, Sam will set the timer, straight into it.
2.5.
Yeah, oh shit, still there. Don't lose it, no. What? Don't lose it. Don't put all the pressure on them.
Yeah, you're going to get twisted in there. So, go turtle is like that. You go off the turtle, you grab the leg.
He's still has he ever, yeah. Mike's in the morning, but it's the morning class. So class. He's all still Right, you?
That's 2.5, guys. Switch top and bottom. You want to come? Was it
Just like live.
Right, I'm rolling back in. I'm pulling back forward. You're trying to get this arm behind your head. He's trying to get the toe. Send it in. Twist him up. Nice. So Jay was trying out. Tickle him. Nearly got it.
Yeah, he shows me his about Top gin. We got one. Top gin. Come on, down 7. Yeah, very well.
You got it.
What's the last 7 minutes?
Spread your right leg. Position at
Yeah. Not out through the I'll get anything else on. Yeah, it's like, I'll turtle this now. Don't give up, smooth away. Stand up there. No. What you do?
Yeah, last 10 seconds. Time.
So, I just want to add a little detail for you. 2 little details. On the back. Yeah, we should make this hopefully a little bit easier. So, when you're in this position, a lot of you, I'm sorry, still inserting my finger up your ass. A lot of you are just hooking the back of the knee. I want you to try and use your other leg to engage and extend. All right? When you are attacking for the arm or anything like that, I want you to try and engage your hips into your partner. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? So make sure you use the other leg and it's not just dangling like a wet penis. Okay? Yeah? And make sure you engage your hips. All right? When it comes to finishing this, and it's the same with most submissions, it isn't the control that does the damage, that does the blooding or the choking or the breaking. It's the hips. The hips have to engage to get the leverage. Same thing with this. Whenever I'm trying to break him in half, there's only going to be so much I can pull him. Yeah, if I engage my hips, it will push his hips forward, which will then twist him more. All right? And it's like most things, if I can get all the control before I move to the position to do the break, then it's going to be a lot more efficient. In this, it's the same thing. If I can engage my hips first, then it means when I've got the control, it will immediately go on. okay? And you want to compromise your partner as much as possible. If they're... Pressure, 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 pressure. So, fuck's sake, Carl.
I know.
You're not doing very well here,
I'm
are
not
you?
doing very well. You fucking put
Right.
me in the minute.
Right. Get off.
Don't get that video.
Come on, Twister. Fuck off. Go on. Bloody useless. Carl, are you looking at this? Did you see that? Alright, stay there. So, in this position, okay, if he just tries to pull me and doesn't engage his hips, so pull. Now if he pushes his hips, yeah, okay. Alright? Same thing with the fight. In this position, if he tries to hand fight, come. Go on, you slag. Go on, you fucking whore. Yeah? Now, he does the same thing, but he engages his hips. Do the same thing. Okay, alright? It makes it considerably harder for me. Alright? My torso's compromised, it means the whole defending thing is a lot weaker. Yeah? And people don't want to really be thinking about the spine being broke when they're trying to think about the hand not being out and about. Okay? So engage the leg, engage your hips. Okay? Gosh, you're sway. New partner, same thing. Straight into it. So you're doing the same thing, just engage your legs, engage your hips. Go!
You want your shoulders.
So you want it behind your back. You want it kind of like this. If it's too low, go pull it down and get pulled out. Push it that way.
You shoot my ass down.
Stop the bottom.
Nothing better than a donut mid.
Back over, right.
So much pressure.
So now, the goal is you're both going to start in this leg wrestle position. And I want you to start ankles touching. Because I've seen some of you, sneaky little fuckers, getting it behind the knee ready. Yeah? Start at the ankles. Alright? The goal is to finish the twister. So the goal is to get the control, get to the hip, get to the arm, and then get to the head. Okay? As I mentioned before, even though you're trying to get to the head, all I'm trying to do is lock the points and then extend my hips. So an easy way to finish this, if you can't get under the head, control the forearm. Yeah? Easy finish. Okay? If you get to this position and you finish, you reset. And you go again. Okay? You might have to swap sides. Depends on how many times you twist your partner on the same side. Okay? You don't want one side getting weak. Maybe swap sides. Give it a go on both sides. Okay? This will be, we'll do 5 minutes. At 2.5 minutes, you're going to swap partner. Okay? Continuous for both people, so you're doing it at the same time. The goal is to get the tap from the twister. Okay? Escaping doesn't count. Alright? So if I've got you in the twister and you escape, neither of you win. Yeah? Obviously, the person that had the twister is the bigger loser because they didn't finish it, but neither of you win. Okay? So you just reset, go back into it. Alright? The goal is to counter and try and get your own twister. So undo the hand controls, the leg controls, all that kind of shit. Okay? Any questions? Oh, in the last game we played, how many of you got to the arm under your back? Everyone? Yeah? How many of you finished it? I saw a few of you. few of you finish it, even though it wasn't the goal. Yeah? No worries. So, new partner? Get some space? Any questions before you start? Go! 2.5 minutes, what? Come on, cripple him. Yeah, just ankle to ankle. Go. Oh shit. Come on, Nicky. Put some effort in.
That's what we'll do straight away.
So, triangle your legs, Will. Put this against the top of his. There you go. Sorry?
You ever seen anyone hurt their hip?
No, never. But if you think about it, like there, for example, he's just doing this, the hip isn't being extended out. I've had people tap from the hip hurting, but it's because it's very, very inflexible. Normally it's... yeah. Come on, Nicky. I lost it. Reset.
Nice, Ethan. Okay, so arm now. Use your right leg, Ethan, to extend. Hook onto his shin.
Don't lose it. Grab his hand. Grab his hand. It's a lot of flapping arms about. Straight into it. Cool. 12 minutes adventures. Oh. Don't lose the arm. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. It's easy doing seminars. Especially when they're done in this style, because you don't need to correct anyone, you just let them fuck up. Unless they're doing something dangerous. It's great. Go on, Tom. Yeah, involvement. Oh god, yeah, 100%. Sometimes sneakily go over and tell some people to do this, you'll be fine. Yeah. Depends how much they're struggling. Yeah.
I think the higher the level of people, like, you pointless for they'll actually say, sometimes you're wasting your time at the level where that's going to go in.
It's like Icky can just about roll. Icky, so the Asian guy over there on the right, can just about roll. So telling him stay behind the knee doesn't really mean much. It's like what's a knee? Yeah, don't know what a knee is. Sorry?
So he's been training about 10 years. That's what he told me. That's about 15 years.
Oh, one of them is it? Oh.
Birthday, man. Birthday today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
We're to wait to celebrate.
His spine broken. Willie Twister. Willie Twister.
So, did everyone manage to get a twister? No. Did anyone get close to getting a twister? No. Did anyone get twisted? Okay, cool. Awesome. Right, so let's do some entries. All right. So, as I mentioned, I personally think the hardest parts is getting the leg and getting the hand. All right. Pardon me. I'm sure depending on your abilities, it may be different for you. You may get to it easy, but then always something that you need to work on. All right. The way that this works, go on to turtle, sorry. Turtle. So the way I want you to think about it when it comes to entries is if I've got his back, the leg that is in, that's the leg that's gonna control the back of the knee. All right. So if the left hook is in, that leg is going to go to the back of the knee, and then if he falls over, that then gives me control of the leg. All right? That's how it works. Okay? Anytime I can get this hook, I can get to a twister, yeah, or the truck. Okay? You've just got to figure out how to get there. All right? There are two ways. There are two ways. So imagine if I've got this back. No, stay there. So all I've done is get it from a different position. I'm controlling the leg. There are two ways I can get now to his back. I can either go forward, which is probably the most well-known version, or I can roll back. Okay? Rolling back for me is higher percentage than rolling forward. The better you get with this, go back, and the better people you do this against, rolling forward is a very obvious way of doing it, okay? That doesn't mean though that you can't get it. It probably means though that you're gonna have to be clever with it. So another entry from quarter mount, okay? You might be threatening an arm triangle from here. I can go for the roll. I might be trying to bait that I'm going to go for the twister. They bring their arm over, try and catch me. I can then start setting up an arm triangle. Okay? Other ways we can do this is from guillotines. Come on. I've got my partner in a guillotine. Okay? I'm controlling the leg. Get to the position. Get the arm. Break his back. Okay? I'm controlling the leg. This would be the same leg that would have his back. I control the far arm to it. Okay? Because if he brings this arm towards me, puts himself in the truck. Alright? Are you back in? So for the next 10 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to think about ways you can enter the truck. Because the hardest part about getting into the truck and then the twister isn't practicing the entries, it's just figuring out how the fuck you do it. Yeah, it's like doing 3D chess or 4D chess. Yeah, initially you'll go, so if I hook that, but then if I invert, isn't he going to be behind me? And it's really fucking complicated, all right? But in actual fact, you just need to practice ways of getting into it, yeah? Another really fun entry, which will probably be good for you guys, is from cow catcher. So I'm trapping the leg, I've got the head, yeah? I'm going to go for the underhook, and I'm going to fall over his head. As he tries to shuffle through that little gap, I can get to the twister position from here to start attacking. Okay? And obviously, I can always have his back. So if I've got his right arm, it would be the left arm or the left leg that I would control to get to the twister. Okay? So, think about it. If I was at his back, whichever hook's in, that's the one that's going to be the one that maintains control of the leg. Whichever hook is in, I need to get the far arm, the opposite arm. Okay? Think about all the different positions you know, because this is one of those things where the more points of reference you've got, the easier it will be for you to see where you can get into it. Yeah? The easiest one is always going to be from this back position, which is why we did it first, because if you never know how to do anything, this is one you should always be able to do. Okay? But there are considerably more entries. Some are more complicated, some from mount, but they're very risky. Yeah, just a simple, I'll borrow you again. Go away, Carl. Yeah, just a simple, if he goes to twister me. Yeah. And a reversal. Yeah, also works, okay? Because you have to think of it, we're both in the same position here. Yeah, if he comes back on top from there, yeah. We're in the same position. It's just whoever can get to the hip first, and then whoever can get to the arm first. All right? So sometimes if you know someone's going to do it, let them do it, and then catch them, and then break, because that's the goal, always. Okay? So, get a partner, someone your level, okay? And just have a chat and have a think about the different ways you can do the entries. Okay? If you want to discuss it with me, so well, how would this work, and I'm in this position all the time, how would I transfer to it? Put your hand up, shout me whatever you want, and we'll run through it. All right? Because you need to inject this into your game. Okay? So try and do it from positions you're really good at.
Do you know that first entry you did, when you pull them back? Do you triangle your legs when you ring that other one?
Pull them back, which one?
The first entry you showed. You showed it rolling forward and rolling backwards.
Oh yeah, a triangle leg. Yeah, so I'm trying to isolate the leg and completely extend it. You don't have to, but if someone's very fidgety with the feet, it's just a very easy way to lock the leg in place. So if you try it and then try and do it both ways and say to him, can you try and get your leg out? Don't extend the leg and then try and extend it.
Even though I fucked it up, I do know how to do this entry.
Only because you watch someone do it. So that has to come under. Because you got to get this behind your head.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Hips in. There you go. Sorry?
Side mount.
Side mount. So the roll or the sit back or the cow catcher, which one?
The roll was that one.
The roll. So yeah, so if you go on your back, if you go on top, so you are going to put your, so turn your hip, so you're going to put, no, stay there, stay there. You're going to put this leg there. You're going to triangle your legs, and you're going to put this under here. There you go, yeah? So, now, if you come up, so do you mean the one from here?
Yeah. That's
The roll or the sit back?
the roll.
So you're going to now put this shoulder to the floor. Right? Yeah. We're going to roll. There you go. Yeah. So I would first practice from the back position. Yeah. So practice from the back position with the hook in, and then try and move yourself into different positions to manipulate where that leg is, and then use that to build off of. Okay. Don't try and just go, well, how do I thread this through here when I don't understand what I'm looking at? Start where you know, and then try and then backtrack it until you get to the point. Yeah. You got the wrong leg.
Do I need that leg?
We can get to it from the back.
So, the way to think of it is right now your hips are higher than his hips. You need his hips higher than your hips. So you're going to undo a leg, right? You're going to put it underneath him. Yeah. Now you're going to sit back, and I want you to knee him in the arse. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. And then triangle your feet. There you go. Yeah. And then you need to be over the top of that arm. Yeah. So if you stay there, sit up. So I'm in this position. This is the arm I've got. Yeah. So you see how your hip's higher than my hip now, whereas here, my hip's higher than your hip. Yeah. So you don't need to get control of the leg first. I just need to make sure that I'm deep enough to get that. Yeah. And then I need your hips over my hips. Yeah. From cow catcher. Yeah. So. So get the grip. So the key with this one is you need now the underhook with your right hand. Yeah. The goal is if you sit your hips here, is to get his arm and head through here. Yeah. So keep going. And now you're going to try and get underneath him. So pull him over the top here, scoot underneath. Yeah. And then you can then go from there.
I like the Japanese sort of thing. When they pop their head up, so the roll swap, and when they clear the head, they go and scoot on them.
Yeah. That one, that one is fidgety, but you just got to think, I need to get him kind of, I think you need to be underneath him. So it's, well, how do I get him, or how do I get him over me or me underneath? Yeah. It might be that, keep maybe try the foot, so don't try deep, try the foot. Like that. Yeah, just so it gives you a bit more space, but controls the same. Go on, sorry.
Right, so sorry, mate. So
which one are you doing?
Back. For the back.
Yeah.
Got to the overhook side, yeah? Do I need this leg in?
So, jump out the way, I'll show you.
Sorry.
It's easy. So, the key with this is whichever way I've got it, I basically need to get his hips on top of me. Right? So, if I'm here, I need to get his hips on top. Okay? So, when it comes to doing this, one hook comes off, and then I've got to bring him up. Yeah? Yeah. So I've got to bring you up. Yeah? You might be able to sometimes, when you're here, just do that, and then that'll give it you straight away. Sometimes though, they might be like really girthy or something, in which case you might need to use your leg to pop them up. But when I've got his back, my hips are above his hips. When we get to this position, his hips are now above my hips. That's all I'm doing. Yeah? He's low here, and he's getting high. Yeah? If you can do that, then you should be able to get to it. An easy way to practice it is if you get his back. So both hooks in. Get your control. So now go flat on your back so he's on top of you. So practice from here. Yeah? So you see how low his hips are? He needs to get his hips up. Yeah? So, you got the wrong arm. Get the other arm. Other side. There you go. So you need to bring his bum up. There you go. So now, if you unhook his head, triangle. Yeah, so don't lose it. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You might now just need to shuffle him away a bit just to get him into a better position. That's basically it. And then you then attack for going over the arm. But he's just getting the hips in the right place, which is harder than it seems. But once you've kind of got the movement, it's really easy to pop. And if you imagine if you were rolling, he's not just going to sit there.
No, of course not.
Yeah, he's going to try and move, and you can take advantage of that move. Because he might try and roll away, and as he rolls away, you palm his armpit, and then he shifts up and gets into position. Yeah? So it might be you go like, try it again, but just do a little bit of movement and see how it feels. It might be a bit easier. Or just manhandle them and force them into it. Sorry? Which one?
When you like quarter guard, you run through.
Show me.
I don't think you did it to
So this is my new favourite way to do it. So if you triangle your legs, what you would do. So instead of trying to think about how to do it upside down, you're not going to do it. Yeah. So now control this. Just sit back. And so you don't need to do it all because you might get this one and you this one. So it's easy to do. So instead, over here, it might be that I can't quite do the roll because maybe I'm catching a hip or something, or I'm like they're gonna do it. So it's just. So, a question, which is a very good question. So, when you're in this kind of position, weighted getting the hand, alright? There is something called a baseball grip, which was originally how I saw it being done. This position here, like holding a baseball bat, alright? Alright, so like I'm holding a baseball bat, alright? If you start in this position and then work your way back, right, that will be a good way of showing you how to get the arm. Alright? So if imagine if we're here in this position and I can't get underneath, but I can pop and get in here. Alright? So I think, well, how do you hold a baseball bat? Okay, well I've got to break the hands because an isolated hand is an easy hand to control. So wrist control. And then I can come in for another wrist control like a baseball bat. And I can put it down my head. And I can try and break him out. Okay? Other ways is you can do this way, I can go underneath this way. If I can get here as well, this is a really strong position. You have to remember the goal is to be on the inside, underneath, so the arm can go over your head easy. Yeah? This is fine, but I've still got to get this top arm underneath. Right? Which is the hard bit. So if you're having trouble in this position, firstly, make sure the elbow doesn't flip off. So it might be that I put the elbow, it might be that I reach across and grab the opposite wrist, especially if he's not holding, but he's just doing this. So I need to stop the rotation, unless I'm going to pop his back, which I don't think I do, because that's the pussy way out. Alright? And then I need to get on the inside of that elbow. However you want to do it. Sometimes, and this happens quite a lot, attacking the legs here will open the arm up to be caught. Okay? Which is why the first few games we spent, we're just sat here. Yeah, because it's hard to be here and I'll go, what happens if I pull this really? Yeah? This arm will try and come down to defend. It's easy to catch. Yeah? Unless you want to force your will upon your partner, which I know we all want to do, going straight for the arm normally isn't the easiest way to do it. Yeah? Fucking about and giving them something to think about is normally going to be the easy way. Yeah? It's going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay? Alright? So if you're in this position and you can't get it, maybe he's hiding it because he knows what's coming. Yeah? Start attacking away. Oh, thanks. Yeah? Attack the legs. Yeah? As I said, there are many things you need. You can split them apart, you can pull them down. Yeah? Great shit. This is going to be attack. Yeah? Yeah?
No.
Still getting the arm, isn't it?
Well, my
So, when it comes to getting in that position, okay, you need to get on the inside underneath the elbow. Yeah? Getting over the top's fine, but it's going to be a lot harder because now you've got to build up and get to where you need to be. If the hand's hiding though, you can't quite get it, which happens a lot, attack the legs. Yeah, it's really easy. You attack the legs, hands flat down, trying to save them. Yeah, and as you slap down, you get caught. Yeah, people don't defend with their arms tucked, they want to defend like this. So it's easy. It's catching on, swinging too much. Yeah? Another note I just want to mention as well, if you're doing this and you can't, if you're doing this, and you get to this position and then always lose here, for whatever the reason may be, just do this step to the head as quickly as possible. Yeah? A lot of the times when we're in this position, it's just a matter of, well, who can hold out the longest? Because I have to get this over my head, but he can still fight my legs with his leg and try and peel it off and all that kind of stuff. So chances are I'm going to lose. Yeah, sometimes it's easier just to go, right, okay, well, I'll attack this, and then when it's free, immediately jump to the head. Okay? Don't fuck about. We want to break someone in half, we don't just want to handhold them and look deep into the right. Okay? So if you can get to the head, go to the head. Yeah, push your hips in, extend them out. Right. Any questions?
I have a question. If they're trying to turn away, and you're just trying to control them, is it better to grab that far side arm or hold the near leg? So normally you attack it.
So if we're here, and you mean from here, it starts to
So if he starts turning up, is it better to hold the leg or go for the far
So-
side?
the way to think of it is, I need to lock his hips here, to then lock his shoulders. Okay? If his hips don't move from being across me, then it means chances are I can easily get to his shoulders. If his shoulders start to turn away, and then his hip turns away, I'm in a position where I need to try and recover. So it's always going to be easier to keep this locked in position than it's going to be to try and chase the arm and then try and recover this. Okay? Ideally, people would just stay where they're told to stay. Well, as we know, it doesn't always work the way we want it to. Alright? So we want his shoulders flat so we can come up the top of them. If the shoulders turn, yeah, we need his hips to be flat. Because as soon as his hips turn over, he's going to escape. Alright? So if he tries to escape now, no.
Yeah.
If he tries to escape now, keep going. Yeah, it's halfway there. Right? Okay? Anything else? Fantastic. So, submission grappling. It's going to be point based. round set. Every time you get a twister, you get a point. Every time you counter your partner's entry, you get 2 points. Okay? Yeah, hydrated.
I counter their entry to be top end with the twist.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Mixing actually always good.
Let's take a picture before anyone leaves. I think a few people getting up on. Let's take a couple of lines for and then we'll take a quick finish, then we'll get them on board.
I didn't know that time. Took me back 10 years. That's lucky. We're sitting down.
Fuck it, I'll just take it. Right. First one got to do the arms. Smile. Nice one, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Well, if you got to grab a donut or coffee before you go on.